Hey everyone, Ashley here with more, um, Dragon Q&A. And apparently my friend, Minecraft Fan 38, pretty much just bombarded me with more questions. Could have actually just put it on the, well, video, but, hey, this is fine too. Anyways, let's begin with more questions, shall we? If you were gonna go in any cosplay, I would assume he said go as any if you're going to cosplay as any character, who would you be and why? But you can't say Vector or Espiel or any reptile. Honestly, it just doesn't have to be Sonic related. Who knows? If I had the cosplay, I'd probably go as Envy, because come on. Envy is a homunculus, and this homunculus is by far the most awesome. After all, how is it not that I envy and to be the most beloved, if not the most beloved, out of the homunculi? Anyways, what inspired you to make these types of videos? Well, I'd say everyone else seems to be having their sense of fun, and they want to pretty much do it for entertainment, as well as, of course, to see what they would do in a career choice. And, this one's mine. So, yeah, I like to make different variety of videos aside from just sticking to one. That way, it won't get stale. You guys should know why. Anyways, what song is your favorite from any Sonic series? For example, for me, I like His World from 06, or I Am All of Me from Shadow the Hedgehog, both by Crush 40. I don't know. There are different varieties of Sonic music. I haven't listened to all of them, but to be honest, I think the majority of it would definitely be from, slightly just like Adventure 2, or probably the lyric ones at least, or probably mainly from Sonic Heroes. I definitely love that soundtrack. There's some from 06, because come on, everyone just says that the music is the best. And there's also Sonic and the Black Knight soundtrack. There's Sonic Unleashed. Seriously, the Egg Bosses have Sonic Unleashed music, and we love them for it. And, I guess you could say when it comes to Sonic soundtracks, I guess you could say that, naming them all will just take too long, so I'll just go with a few that stick out from my head. So there's Sonic Heroes, the main theme. There's Mystic Mansion, especially when there's a lyric one. Seriously, you guys should listen to it. There's Escape from the City. There's It Doesn't Matter. There's Believe in Myself. There's Amy's theme. There's It Was in Adventure 2, guys. And, there was Fight the Night. There was Night of the Wind. And there was Never Turn Back by Shadow the Hedgehog. There's pretty much His World, both the lyrics theme and the instrumental theme. There's let's see, I like Silver's theme, and that's the majority. That's just pretty much the few I can pretty much think of. So yeah. Hey, while we're on the subject of Sonic 06, what would you do to fix it? Well, for starters, the load times. That's the majority of it. Well, not really. I mean, you could bypass it. I mean, and of course, the fixed glitches. Yeah, fix out the bugs that pretty much were the most irritating you had to deal with. and pretty much with slightly of the camera. You definitely need to be cautious about that. And, well, people say that the voice acting was terrible. I basically didn't mind. Not at all. I mean, am I one of the few people who actually didn't mind the voice acting that much in 06? The only example I could say that pretty much kinda seemed a little iffy was Omega's. Seriously, that out of all the voice actors, that was the one that misled me because, well, from what I heard from Omega in Heroes, he was like, I couldn't even defeat Gamma or Beta or worthless and consumer models. Just something like that. At least they changed it back for the better. Anyways, have you ever thought of selling merchandise that is about your channel, like, say, a dragon-themed shirt? Yeah, I think it'd be interesting. I mean, I do have ideas on how they would be like, and, well, what my logo would definitely be like on a shirt. Well, as for merchandise, I could definitely do something like that. I basically wonder if people would want that. Put a comment below if you guys would want something like that. Should I make merchandise or something? Because if so, then I probably would make a Patreon for that. Anyways, if you were the same size as Godzilla and get to fight in a battle with him, who do you think would win? Note that if you lose, your town gets destroyed, and if you win, you get some of his powers. Well, knowing Godzilla, it depends on which Godzilla you're referring to, because I'm not going to go with Earth Godzilla, because that is literally a god. I probably do the best I can, but also try to avoid getting that atomic breath. Jeez. Maybe it's because I'm not that major of a Godzilla fan. But if I did have some of his powers, that'd be interesting. If you were to get a pet, not reptile related, again, what would you get and what would you name it? Like, say, for example, for me, I would get a dog, the same breed of Gabe the dog named Gabe Jr. Seriously, I've had too many types of pets. I mean, you go from cats to dogs to fish, even hermit crabs, which honestly are fine. Honestly, I go with a bird, because at least they basically are kind of entertaining. I mean, seriously, have you seen some bird videos? they're pretty funny and they can be cute. But also, you best take good care of them. They can be stressful. Well, they could get stressful. Seriously, I've seen some videos where that kind of does happen. That way I can have my own little Memphis or Cuckoo, which either. Just as long as you treat them right. Do you use emulators to use video games on your computer? If so, what was your first game you played? If not, then I suggest trying to emulate Kirby Superstar. I don't think I ever used one. And plus, well, let's be frank here, guys. I'm not really that much of a gamer when it comes on computers. I mean, there was this one game, and it was called Spore, the original Spore, where you create things. But, I sort of lost my interest in it. I don't think I could pretty much, play like those other Let's Players out there who would definitely do that. Just saying. But it is nice to experiment with it. Okay, if you were hired to make a Modern Knights game, what would the game be called and what would be the plot? I'm gonna save that for last because that's gonna take a lot to explain. Oh boy. So yeah, we'll come back to that. What is your favorite snack? Apples or bananas or oranges? Seriously, I'm a fruit person. Like Darian. It's not called being gay. It's called being fabulous. What is your favorite meme? I don't know. There are plenty of memes. I mean, there's a popular one like, "Do you know the way?" or "Gotta go fast," or "Sonic," or something like that. Just saying. Is there anything you do during your free time except draw? Well, I do have a lot of time on Skype. Well, when I have friends who basically are on Skype. And of course, I just browse the internet, watch videos, and I do play games. Well, on my 3DS at least. Anyways, for the last question, again, make it a modern Knights game. Well, for example, I'd say try to make a story that actually is interesting. Like, example, one would have to be, now I'm not sure many would actually agree to this or probably would want to, but I would want to see where the visitor actually gets lost in Nightmare and is actually found by, well, a certain Nightmares, and it's Riala who's pretty much guiding this visitor as to pretty much try to stop Knights, as well as, of course, manipulate this visitor and bring in the corruption. So yeah, you basically would help the Nightmares actually try to tackle some missions. While basically on the other side, it's basically the typical of a, well, Knights game. You actually fly around, you collect things, and of course you defeat the bosses to collect Idia. Basic Knights gameplay with a few mechanics thrown in here and there. But if we're going to go for a specific plot point, actually make some interesting concepts and dreams. I mean, seriously, dreams are endless, and you can think of anything you like. Like, say, there's this one dream I always think of that could actually work. I mean, it could be candy themed. It could be based like on Candyland. And the Nightmare boss would be candy themed. A rainbow snake. I mean, seriously, that would be pretty cool. Like, the fangs could be peanut brittle. The eyes could be like, well, jawbreakers. There'd be licorice. There'd be starburst. There'd be some sour parts on the tail. Or maybe sour coming out of the mouth like acid. There's, I believe, a point where it shines, and there's like, the tongue is bubblegum. And, well, the only way to beat it is by well, pretty much just taking parts of the body apart. Kind of like going, but here's the catch here. The body will slowly start to regenerate if left for a little too long. And, well, bring in persona masks that you basically get when you actually find them. Not just rewarded after each level. I mean, after each world. Because in Journey of Dreams, you have to use the dragon persona in the final level, but you can use it in any level you like. Also, let's just bring back a certain Nightmare, like, say, Jackal. He could be Riala's partner and pretty much causing some trouble for some visitors. And, well, Riala, he actually stands up to his name as it being a threat and quite the antagonist to Knights. Because of what we thought about him in Journey of Dreams, D.G. Valentine said it best. He was a waste of potential. But hey, at least he was popular enough to actually be continued, I guess. Because seriously, the fans love this Nightmare. And honestly, I was thinking maybe for kind of a secret boss in Knights. Yeah, a secret boss in Knights could be two options. One would have to be the original design for Knights, which is basically the combination of Knights and Reala, which I would call it Nyla, which is basically have Knights and Reala's names mixed together. Seriously, if you actually look at the beta version of what Knights looked like back then, that's pretty frightening. Also, there were beta versions of the other bosses too. And the other would be the Nightmare himself, since, well, he did get some fan art of him. Seriously, it would have actually been nice to see what that boss was about. But hey, there's basically a song in the soundtrack that says "Know Thyself." Well, at least that's what it's called. Seriously, I think it would have been awesome to see him in the game, but hey, I bet fans basically are trying to come up with a way. And another secret boss would be is to fight Ultraviolet Knights. That would actually be quite an interesting boss. And you're trying to help Knights get freed from that dark corruption, or pretty much you gotta fight him alongside Knights to deal with this demon. And the final boss isn't really Wiseman. It could be a bigger threat. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Also, pretty much update slightly of the dialogue. Probably have a little more time. Put the efforts into some things. Especially fix mechanical glitches. And also graphical errors that needs to be updated. I mean, seriously. If Mario Odyssey can make it look that good, surely they have the technology to do that with Knights. I mean, seriously. Knights and a few other franchises should get that chance too, like Jet Set Radio, Space Channel 5, and of course, there's also Super Monkey Ball. And that's literally got that. Oh yeah, and Billy Hatcher. Can't forget about him. And heck, bring Alex Kidd back. I mean, he was the first mascot. He deserves to make a comeback after all this time. Seriously. The Nintendo Switch is pretty much been out for a little bit. And I think Sonic deserves a break. After 5 years of bad games, 5 times in a row, and that the fans could actually make a game worth it, that means, well, it's time to at least let Sonic have a long vacation and actually give these other characters a chance. But yeah. Sorry, I got a little track. These are basically the questions you wanted me to answer. Well, there you go. And I hope you guys like this, and I'll see you all later. Until next time, guys.